Andres Herrera, former city council member, former Santa Clara High School, former Bruin, right?
Yes, all the above.
Yeah, so this is a very exciting day to rename the street after Coach C. How do you feel about that?
Well, I think it's well timed, and I think it's something that at the very least should be done here. He is the institution. Coach Siana, as we know him as Coach C, he's been more than just a coach. He's been a role model for a lot of us. Now that we're parents, we finally realize exactly what he was doing the whole time. Even Mark Twain at one time said that when he was 16, he thought his father was the dumbest guy he ever met until he turned 21. Well, that's the same thing with us. All those things he taught us back then weren't making any sense till after we left school. And then we realized, it was a laboratory for our life's work that we had to do subsequently.
So do you remember one thing that Coach C may have said to you that inspired you?
Oh, yes. Many things, but one in particular is that you got to do it. And that's the whole key, because even my parents said that. You always have to be the architect of your own destiny. And that was the whole thing he always said. He gives us the tools, and we have to auto-develop, self-develop, and fulfill what we have to do.
Wow, great. Well, thanks so much for being here and for the street naming for Coach Sianovich.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Back here at the Coach Sianovich Lane naming with Carmen Ramirez, council member. How are you today?
I'm great. Thank you. It's a wonderful day.
So everybody's talking about how a lot of the city council members were alums here at Santa Clara High School. You weren't, though, right?
I was not. I proudly went to El Rancho High School, CIF champion, Pico Rivera, California, San Gabriel Valley.
So which sports did you play then?
I didn't play anything. I was an observer. No, I did a little bit of softball and stuff, but I wasn't a competitor. I was more of a spectator. I was a bookworm.
Oh, well, that's all good too. I mean, you end up being a lawyer. That's an awesome thing. So tell us about today, how you feel about the renaming for Coach C.
Well, I am proud to say I voted for it and supported it. And I also think it's very important for our city and every community to honor the elders who have made our city great, who have worked with the youth to do all the good things. And it's about their dedication. And so it's great to do it while we still can and when they can still appreciate it as the coaches appreciating it today.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much for your support of the renaming of Coach C. Here we are at Santa Clara High School with Carmen Ramirez.
Thank you.
Back here at the renaming of Coach C Lane with former Supervisor John Flynn. How are you?
Well, very good. Thank you. It's an exciting day here to honor Coach C.
Yep. So your son went here, and did you have other children that went here too?
Well, we had a total of 6 children who attended here. Tim was the first one, and then Jeremy was the last one. But they all came here for a couple of reasons. One, to get a Catholic education. But the second reason was to be around Coach C, the great disciplinarian.
Yep, and he told me that he had been, firm on them because he felt like they needed it.
Oh yeah, he had a good impact on everyone, not just the players, but that he coached, but everyone.
So how do you feel the renaming of this lane impacts the city of Oxnard?
Oh, I think it's a great thing to do, to name it after. Coach is kind of a common guy, but a common guy who hit greatness. And so that's in honor of him. It's good for the city of Oxnard. Good for the city named it, but it's for all of us.
That's right, absolutely. So here we are at the renaming of Coach C Street with former Supervisor John Flynn. Back here with one of Coach C's sons, Stephan Siana. How are you today?
I'm great, thank you.
So this is really pretty exciting for your dad to have a street named after him.
Well, I think it's exciting for the community.
Yeah. So he has inspired a lot of his students and the players that played for him. So how did that translate over to you and the family?
Well, for me personally, I followed a career in education, and so I've been able to install the values that Santa Clara High School and my father has given me to pass on to future youths that I work with.
Wow, that's really pretty great. I've heard a lot of people who he inspired to go into teaching and education, so that's really pretty darn exciting.
Well, I think it's very important for us as a community to provide opportunities for our youth, especially in these economic times. And Coach, my father, is the epitome of education and helping people reach their dreams.
So now, did you play sports here too?
Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, I played football, basketball, and baseball, and so I got to play under my father's, stewardship.
That seems like a common theme where everybody played every sport, each season. You just changed uniforms the next week, right?
Well, yes, and Santa Clara is a very small, unique school, and so students are involved in multi-athletic or activities, clubs, involvement with the community and their churches, and so it's a real family atmosphere.
Great. Well, thanks so much for being here at the renaming for your dad.
Well, thank you very
Stephan Siana. Back here at the renaming of Coach C Lane with Dick Hawkes. How are you?
Real good, thank you.
So you were an educator. You're in education leadership now. How did Coach C impact your career?
Coach C had everything to do with discipline. It was interesting that if you even tried to go out at night and maybe run at the local, what do I want to say, on the streets, he would know it. And the next day he'd hold you accountable for it. So if nothing else, at the very beginning, it was accountability, get your schoolwork done, and don't get in trouble.
Yeah, that's what he told me, that, he really instilled in the students to get good grades. So did you get good grades?
I got pretty good grades here. I got some scholarships from my athletic efforts, and so I was happy all that was in place, and that he was reinforcing really what my brother started. And we were amongst the first Latino kids that got Division I scholarships. Yeah. So
tell us a little bit about the sports you played here and what you went on to accomplish.
In those days you played everything. I played football, basketball, and baseball. In basketball and baseball, we had a chance to win the CIF here twice in basketball. And some of the guys are here. You'll see the 6'5", 6'6" guys were the basketball players. But then I went on to Ventura College, and I got a scholarship at the University of Denver, and I continued to play there.
Great. So in which sport?
Baseball.
Okay, what was your position in baseball?
In baseball, I came out of here as a pitcher, and then I became a hitter, and so I was an outfielder and first baseman.
Wow, good for you. Well, we're proud of Dick Hawkes here, current Oxnard Union High School District Trustee, candidate for City Council. Here we are at Santa Clara High School.
Thank you very much.